Folks, welcome back to another blockbuster edition of the NFQL. I'm Maniac from Trainwreck Sports. It's the four most exciting letters in quarantine as we get set. Bills are going on the road on the New Jersey Jets. Again, I'm Maniac from Trainwreck Sports, joined by the CEO of the Sox. You already know, and we're going to have quite an AFC East divisional battle on our hands, Dan.
Oh yeah, whenever we got the Jets on the schedule, we just had them a couple weeks ago. They took us down in our house. Now we're in Josh's house. We're at Josh Life Stadium. Bills are going to come through. I do like those old school Jets unis you're seeing there, though. They remind me of 1988 when we won the division. The Bills are primed up. You know revenge is on their mind.
Revenge is on the menu, and it's a dish best served cold. You can see it's a very overcast day here in East Rutherford. The Bills in the all-white jerseys and the red helmets getting ready to do battle with Gangrene, the New York Jets. Folks, it's underway. Get your comments in. Who's going to score the first Bills touchdown of the game? If you're correct with your entry, you could win a chance to win a $25 gift card to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports. And there you see the AFC standings. It is a slaughter, folks. Bills have already locked up the division. Only thing now remaining, home field advantage. Need 2 wins in the remainder of the schedule to lock it up. At 10-2, it's a nice benefit to have, Dan. Only have to get a couple more wins to lock up home field.
Well, they're going to have an uphill climb today. No Singletary, no Beasley, Moss. Need to make sure that the defense is playing like the way they were. Josh has to keep up passing yardage like he has. He has 3,600 yards passing. Knox is leading the league, 984 yards receiving. So have our 2 big guys on offense as far as the passing game. We just need Hyde and Tre'Davious White to continue with their interception ways, Zach.
Yeah, it sounds cliche, but just keep doing what you're doing. This team is 10-2 for a reason, but we said it. They're looking for revenge on these Jets. And Sam Darnold having a pretty good season, near 3,000 yards. Almost a 3-to-1 passing touchdown to interception ratio.
Whenever you're on the plus side of that, it's good news. The only problem is they're not on the plus side of their standings there at 3-9. So let's see what the Bills defense can do as we go.
Jets will go shotgun first play. Do you remember the Titans when they audibled to a shotgun on the first play? And they go, what do you think they are, the New York Jets?
Yeah, what are these guys, the New York Jets?
Folks, don't forget, coming up after the game, going to be a game in itself. Gratwick game night. It is going to be a Stephen King themed escape room set in room 1408 that will be streamed tonight right after the game, so make sure you're tuning in for that. As always, make sure you're following the Gratwick Discord server for all that information and more. 3rd and 3 coming up on this opening set of downs for the Jets. Let's see if the Bills can get a stop on this short down to go.
They've been really stout on the run defense, only allowing an average of 53 yards per game in this, or 55 yards per game in this Madden Sim, Zach. Shocked that they stopped him there.
It was a great play by the Bills, and they'll get the ball early here in the first quarter. Folks, don't forget to comment who you think is going to win, or sorry, who you think is going to score the first Bills touchdown. If you're right, you could win a $25 gift card to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports. Jets will kick it away. And as you see, we're updating you. I know a lot of people have talked to us about the feed, so shout out to Gratwick Productions for all the bells and whistles to keep you more informed in the game and give away more stuff to you. And the Bills and Josh Allen will start their first possession. You see the numbers there, Dan.
I mean, he's doing everything he can do to help this team win. They go as he goes, and it's really going to be shown tonight with both of those running backs out.
No doubt. Singletary out until playoffs, and Zach Moss out for tonight. No good if you own either of those in fantasy. Stay tuned for our next year of fantasy football. Registration will be starting shortly for that. Edwards will get things started for the Bills on the ground tonight.
Guys, we're going to be giving away a pair of code socks. We're going to do Poncho Power. Tonight we're going to change it up. You have to share the stream or retweet it. Tag code socks and a friend. It's the first half. The second half is you'll pick the player that scores, but we're going to be giving out as many winners that guess it right tonight. A little Memorial Day treat.
And great point by Dan there. We hope you're all having a great Memorial Day weekend, whether you hit the golf course, hit a local park, and to be safe. Either way, enjoying this weather. Hope you're staying happy, healthy, and safe on this Memorial Day weekend. All Bills Mafia out there across YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Third down coming up, and they're going to go shotgun, DG.
We're going to see a lot of shotgun tonight. Sorry, I was just taking in the play, guys, but we're going to see a lot of shotgun tonight. They actually have to try and force the run at some point. We're going to see a lot of that.
No doubt, Josh gets a little wild on that one, throws it wide. Make sure that's just more time to comment, folks. Make sure you're commenting who you think is going to score the first Bills touchdown. If you're right, you could win a $25 gift card to your favorite local restaurant. It's been surprising. The Bills have been able to keep the tempo, been able to it down on offense, although I guess they did fall a couple weeks ago to these Jets, Dan. Despite the injuries, Beasley missing extended time, Singletary now out for a window, and I'm losing Moss in this game.
The good thing is they clinched the playoff spot, Zach, and the best time to get healthy is right before the playoffs. So hopefully they can get healthy and keep the status quo as it was for the first 8 to 9 weeks of the season.
Trade 3 and outs, and the Jets will take over a second time. Levi Wallace slams Sam Darnold. He gets rid of it out of bounds, but see on this replay. Oh, nope, they're not going to show a replay. They're going to show us the Bills doing the cha-cha slide.
Have a little flair, right?
Yeah. Hey, you got to have a little swagger. We saw it last year in training camp when those Bills were dancing on the sideline. There were a lot of people making jokes, dancing their way to 6-10. Stuff like that. The Bills showed through and, got that wild card spot. It's all about the division title this year, Sam.
They did that train right into the playoffs. I mean, came on, they rode a train, and they went to the playoffs.
Caliber, it's all about continuing that this year. Continuing that on this down, 3rd and 4 with a chance to get off the field on a 3 and out again. Goes it into coverage, and that is going to be incomplete.
The defense coming up big. It's going to be a very defensive game tonight. We knew that coming into it. So let's see if Josh can get the running game going. Maybe a couple screen passes, get these young guys' legs going out in the open field. It can happen.
And a road division game. I mean, you want to see that number 1 wide receiver show up, Diggs. I don't know if you saw his tweet today, Dan, but he's in go mode.
Yeah, he's ready to roll. I mean, the big dogs step up when it's tough. And one of those guys. He rises up every time. He's done it. We've seen it throughout his career. And I'm hoping he can do that in 2020 for the Bills. I like this red helmet, Red Sox combo, though.
It's a great jersey combo. There were people speculating today when Diggs tweeted out go mode. Was he finally meeting up with Josh Allen to get some throws in? So it'll be very interesting to see if that footage surfaces the next couple days. Bills take over for their second possession, and Edwards has room to run.
Yeah, see, big opening. Clear them out, open the middle of the field, make those linebackers, keep them honest, take the middle of the field, they're going to give it to you.
There you see, folks, tonight's topic, future Bills in the NFL's top 100. NFL Network always does a ranking of their top 100 players. Bills currently have 2, in the form of Tre'Davious White and Stephon Diggs. The question is, who will be the next one? I think if he takes the step this year, the person who will be adding their name to that list is Tremaine Edmonds.
I think Josh and Tremaine. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing stopping Josh. I think the list is kind of slanted a little towards QBs to where if he improves, he could definitely make it. Obviously, a very important position. Nate throwing it short of the sticks. That's not going to do it, folks. Jamal Adams coming out to make the play. That will be a 3 and out. Teams trading back to back 3 and outs.
Zach, 82 people watching so far. Let's see if we can get, put more friends in here. Tag your friends, guys. And by the way, just so you know, we are searching for someone to help out with our social media content. Help us out on Facebook creating either graphics or videos or just sharing our information of what we're doing so we can spread the love. If you're interested in that, get in contact with Gratwick Productions, in contact with Gratwick Gaming, or on Gratwick's Discord server at discord.me/Gratwick.
I know a lot of people trying to get started with brands, trying to show their editing. Maybe you're just trying to boost up, beef that resume. go ahead and send a message, gratwickproductions@gmail.com to submit your resume or say maybe you have something to offer the stream for sure.
We're always down for suggestions too. So if there's anything we can do better, or if you have any, you want to drop a 2 cents in the hat and feedback, either contact us at Code Sox. You can contact Trainwreck, I'm sure. You can contact Gratwick Gaming, Gratwick Productions. Just know what we can do to either make this sim better or if you want to contribute in any way.
I asked people the other day, and they said, they suggested a couple names, and we reached out to those names. We're trying to get them on. Are we on pace to have a 1,000-yard wide receiver in the sim? Asked Jason T. I don't believe so, but I do believe that Knox is definitely, if not already, at 1,000 yards. We do have a 1,000-yard receiver. It's a tight end.
I'll give you that one. Take a 1,000-yard tight end.
All day, definitely. If you can get 3 receivers over 600-700 yards each, you think Diggs will be at 1,000. You kind of got to assume it. But I guess if you're getting all that kind of production, you can get 800, 900 yards out of him. I mean, you want him to be a number 1 receiver, so I hate to say that, but we've seen in the sim, he'll be more of a decoy with that offense with so many options. Beasley gets open every play. John Brown is a wizard out there. I mean, these guys are going to demand the ball.
He has 663 yards. This Madden sim coming into today. Hurts is second with 570. John Brown with 481.
It's a crazy balanced attack. Almost 1,500 yards between them.
Hurts has 6 touchdowns. Get the ball, scoop and score.
And Oliver, 10-5, touchdown, Buffalo. Eddie O finds the end zone, and the Bills defense gets the scoreboard first.
Theo getting on his horse, taking it down to the end zone. Look who it was. Bubba Bolden. You know Chris is smiling ear to ear in the truck. It's his guy.
No doubt, you gotta love when a backup comes and seizes the opportunity to make a play, and Bubba B has done that in a multitude of ways this season with Poyer missing some time. So shout out to Bubba Bolden. Bills on the board first. Bolden forces the fumble. Eddie O picks it up. And I wouldn't even say he rumbled to the end zone. It looked like he was going full throttle, steaming ahead like he was on the horseback. Eddie O puts the Bills on the board, and they lead 7-0. I think we're going to check, but I don't know. I don't think anyone had Ed Oliver for that first touchdown, unfortunately.
It was almost like a full gallop. Like he galloped into the... Look at these corners, man. Trey White just throwing them down like a rag doll. Get off me. Oh, I hope we get this aggressive on defense this year.
All right, folks, we have confirmed that there is no Eddie O in the chat. You know what that means. I mean, we can't, they're like timeouts in the game, these giveaways. We can't take them home with us. I think we're going to have to keep that first touchdown rolling until we get an actual winner.
Do it for the people, right? Do it for the local businesses.
Yeah, do it for the people in the local business, 100%. So we got it back up there. XTD is the Bills' first touchdown because nobody had Ed Oliver. Make sure you're getting those comments in. It's a fresh round, folks. As of now, no comments are in. Resubmit, get them in. Make sure you're commenting who you think is going to score the first Bills touchdown. Chance to win a $25 gift card to your favorite local restaurant. And Bubba B making another big play, Dan.
This guy, I'll tell you what, he's a BB. He's a big baller back there. You what?
Baller
Big
Bubba.
Big plays. Big baller Bubba. Triple B. There we go.
Did the Jets have 3 and outs, and then they turned it over for a scoop and score. Not exactly looking like Joe Namath out there if you're Sam Darnold. Someone had a good question yesterday, and I know we're talking about a lot of stuff, a lot of discussion topics. The Jets signed Joe Flacco. He won't be able to play until mid-September. It just came out like today or yesterday. You know, he had a neck injury. Not going to be approved to contact until September, mid-September. Someone asked the question, is there a better chance that Sam Darnold wins the MVP this year or gets benched?
I think he does better than last year. I'm going to go in the middle. I'm going to say that.
I think he does better than last year as well. Obviously, the mono played a role. I mean, his weapons really didn't do much for him last year.
Mentor. He's a mentor. It's my take. He's there to mentor this kid.
The disaster. But shout out to Tully's chicken tenders. I actually just had some Cajun chicken tenders. They were pretty good. Folks, make sure you're getting that Bills. Adams makes a play. That's not Adams.
It's not Adams.
Aid.
Revis? D24?
The mistake. Revis Island Jr. Shannon pays for the mistake. It's a turnover, and the Jets will take over. I mean, that was a bomb.
It's a punt.
Yeah,
let's call that what it is.
This has got to make that. This has got to make that tackle. It would have been a great punt.
Well, let's see if the defense can keep doing what they're doing. I mean, we're in prime Micah Hyde territory back.
Yeah.
We haven't called his name much in the last 2 games. This is when he usually comes up with an interception.
You can see him finding a way to get involved.
Neil O'Donnell running out there.
Oh my gosh, Benny Testaverde. Trips bunch to the right for the Jets. They've got 1 receiver left. Arnold's going to toss it to Bell. He's head blocking, but Bell gets busted up. He does a pirouette. He starts running the wrong way. And all is said and done, Jerry Hughes escorts him out of bounds for a loss of 3.
Hughes has been playing really well these last 2 sim games. I mean, yesterday we had a lot going on. There was a lot of talking. The same thing 2 games ago. But I noticed he came up with some big plays in key spots. See if Bell can make it through this whole game. For the last game, he went out.
Yeah, he can get nicked up. Can't have that happen. That's starting in Bills' territory on this drive, but they lose 3 yards on the first play. They'll go single back, second play. Another pass over the middle, complete this time. They'll be inside the 35.
End, but don't break. That's the key right now. I love a turnover, but don't break.
That's the name of the game here. Bending, but not breaking. Letting Darnold get his yards, but once things get, inside the 20, obviously stiffening up and not allowing 6. They're going to be inside the 35, at the 32 or so yard line. They need the 22 for a first down. Here come the Jets. So 2:30 to go in the first quarter.
They're really using the middle of the field. Great things went over the middle. Little drive.
Folks, maybe you're watching this game thinking, I play Madden. I could be in this league. Well, if you're interested in managing a team, feel free to reach out to Gratwick Gaming. Potentially have new ownership for some of these dynasties going along. Get to have all of these teams owned down and all these teams going head-to-head every week.
It'll be fun to see the banter, too, on Twitter or Facebook or whatever platforms everybody's on. I want to see that. I want to see the banter. You run one of those teams, you might get a little segue into the booth. I'm trying to bring people in, trying to get people alive. So, get over a team, we can have little interviews with you throughout the week. So, if you're interested in doing that and you're an avid Madden player, get in contact with me.
The goal is up and it is good. It's that bend but don't break defense that Dan talked about. Allow the big gains, get inside the Bills. Well, no, they didn't allow that big of gains, but they allowed the first downs. Then they open up and hold them to 3. Bills 7, Jets 3 with 43 seconds here to go in the first.
What do they need to start doing, Zach? Because they haven't been passing the ball well. They haven't been running the ball. They're not doing diddly poop. In the words of Jin Mora.
What they need to do right now is they need to run the ball. But it's tough when you got third and a guy you just signed off the street as your main feature back. So with that said, onus falls on the same person it falls on 98% of the other time. It falls on Josh Allen to get guys like Schwartz who have shown that they can, be productive, get them involved.
That was an unnecessary spin move there. Drew formation.
Drew formation. 3 wide receivers, though, so I think we're going to see a pass over the middle like we typically see. I feel like someone stumbled coming out of their route.
I feel like we're watching the Jets game from 5 days ago.
Opening week, yep. Well, I thought we were talking about the one. I thought we were watching the one from opening week. The 2018 season.
How many
turnovers did Josh have in the first half? 4?
It's Mosley.
And Mosley picked off that one that Beasley deflected. I remember that. That was such a crazy start to the season.
He had 2 or 3 interceptions that Beasley deflected last year. He threw them into other people's hands.
Yeah. Of the year, he had at least 3 before.
Allen's been sacked 40 times in this sim.
Yes, Darnold.
Or Allen.
Allen takes a lot of abuse. He holds onto the ball too long. This would be in 10 and 2. Wow, what a play on 2nd and 1.
Big stop here. 3rd and 1, guys. Get the hearts up. Get the likes up. Show some love for the defense. See if they can get off the field here without giving them down.
And they will. He got high with a big stop. They gonna go for it here? They're not gaining any yards on the last 2 plays.
Let's take the points. Division game, always take the points. Think. I see how many times Darnold's been sacked.
34-yard field goal coming out for the Jets. They're second in about 5 minutes.
Darnold's been sacked 44 times.
Yeah, that's not great. And it is good. 7-6, the Bills lead here in East Rutherford, New Jersey, at Life Stadium. Josh Life Stadium, if you ask Stocks.
He is undefeated in that stadium.
Facts are facts. Can argue the data.
Hey, I got into a little Instagram bait with someone from a Jets fan, and they were talking how Darnold's better and Allen's trash. There's all those trolls out there, but I just wanted to get into a little late night banter with him. Everything he kept saying was completion percentage. I don't care about that. About getting to the playoffs. I like end results.
Percentage is great. I think if Allen can get above 60%, that's all we really need, though. Like 58, he was at 4, 55 is key year, so he's making the progression.
Like W's. They're going to be a holding call, guys.
Going to be a holding. This one's coming back. We'll see if they accept it or not. 2nd and 14 or 3rd and 4. They're going to take 2nd and 14.
All day.
I feel like if I was a coach, I know 2nd and 14 is great, but I think one play, 3rd and 4. No. With the screen now. Doesn't have any blockers, and that's why I'm an idiot. I'm not an NFL coach. Bulls, it's recovered by the Bills, thankfully. Josh Allen now 2 of 5, 2 yards. Thanks.
Guys, if you want to go and check out any of these stats, if you're interested in what's going on with the stats and everything, you could go to daddyleagues.com/NFQL. You can look up all of the stats if you have any interest. You can see their overall ratings. We don't pull any punches, and there you see the playoff race.
But we don't pull any punches, and we don't pull any strings as far as making the Bills better. 3rd and 18. What do you got for this one? It's Schwartz for 2 yards.
Oh, man. Is that Changeli?
That might be the folks, you and Dan, we're getting a lot. NFQL is only ramping up, only getting more intense, and that is the case as we are incorporating fantasy football and Super Bowl squares, which will be starting next season. Follow Gratwick on any platform for more details. Super Bowl squares and fantasy football for the NFQL.
I see Corey Mitchell. We have hashtag Bills Fireman made it. Fireman, what's going on, man? Bella Paul, guys, make sure that you're commenting in the chat if you want to win that $25 gift certificate to a local restaurant. Whose choice? Your choice. You get to pick where you're going to eat that day. Make sure that you're putting who's going to score the touchdown in the comments.
Silly not to be commenting who you think is going to score this Bills touchdown. It's free food. Potentially, the Bills just got to get it done on the field. First and 10 here for the Jets. Comment Trey White. The way the offense is playing, Trey White might be a pretty good guess for the next one.
I think there was one in there.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Douglas White took Trey White. Guess you got to stick with it when you got the same last name, right?
Keeping it all in the family. And Matthew Manziel brings up a good point. So many unknown factors with completion percentage. Yeah, and there's no stat that says how DBs and linebackers have to treat Josh Allen as a running threat as well. I see that play from Houston last year in overtime when he rolled out, the guy stopped, rolled out again, threw it across his body. It was just phenomenal. Terrible face mask on 3rd and 1 by Edmonds.
One block. That's all he needed on the one that he ran. Overtime.
Yeah.
He was gone.
But here we go. The Jets are driving again looking for a 3rd consecutive score in the last 8 minutes. They've really seized the momentum in this game, unfortunately. Arnold running out of time, and he is sacked. Again, the aggressive DB. Looks like Teron Johnson wrangles him down. A 4-yard loss.
4 says 10-4, good buddy. Back to the completion percentage thing. You know, I don't care about completion. I'm not one of those guys. Listen, I want him to be the best quarterback that he can be. We all do, correct? Yes, I'll answer that for everybody. Super Bowl. I could care less if he was like Brad Johnson got us a Super Bowl. I just want the Bills to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we don't need Allen to be a 350-yard guy. We need to make plays and be responsible.
Games.
3rd and 4, they need the 25-yard line for this one. Arnold throws it right, caught. And they needed the 20. My bad, folks.
Well, if history serves itself correct, the first play is going to be a run. Second one will be a pass, so we need to stop on this first down.
Gotta get stops on these early downs. No doubt about it. So you can get guesses in by commenting who you think is going to score the first Bills touchdown. Comment it, and you could win a $25 gift card to your favorite local restaurant, courtesy of Gratwick Gaming and Trainwreck Sports. Also taking suggestions for playoff guests. I know some people asked for like Greg Thompson. Some people said the cold front guys. We're reaching out to everyone. If you have any suggestion, feel free to fire it in, because we're more than happy to see if someone wants to join us for, to be honest, this is really a party. People come in, drinking, they're having a good time, and they're ready to get a little bit rowdy about their Bills. I think that's part of the appeal, Dan.
Oh.
A.J. Epinesa in the backfield.
All right, let's see it. See what happens here. Who's going to make the play? Who's going to get the sack, more or less, on this next play is what I want to know.
Maybe a pick.
Pick. Roll with that. Steven Barrett.
Gonna run it. No chance, folks. They break a tackle, but they got nowhere to go. Phillip Lindsay stopped short.
Bend, don't break. That's all this defense has to do is just give the offense a chance to score. I'd say 21 points could win this game.
Oh, definitely. This defense is playing.
Let's see if the there.
The goal is up, a 22-yarder, and it is good. 3 for 3 in the last 8 minutes of this game, or actually about 10 minutes of this game, and the Jets take a 9-7 lead.
Guys, don't forget to enter the third quarter sock drive to share or retweet the stream. And tagging code SOCKS, tagging a friend also. And we're going to give away as many correct entries on that drive. I'm going to give you a pair of Poncho Power socks. So bring a friend in, tell them they got a free shot to win at the beginning of the third quarter. It's going to come up here in about 8 minutes. take over at midfield, 1st and 10.
Huge field position after that face mask, and they are in business.
Smoke action to get him started. Go, false start.
Encroachment, yeah, that's encroachment. Yeah, huge.
Start just comes out quicker because usually that's the call.
Sorry, Puna Ford. I'm going to have to back it up 5. Oh, Mitch Moore's hyping up Diggs right now. He says we need to make a play. Bills in T-Bass's field goal range, but obviously they want to get 7 on a drive that started at midfield. Edwards breaking a tackle. I believe that was Edwards.
To see the tough yards there. Some tough yards.
For 28 yards. Dan, feed him. Feed the man.
This was the problem last year. Good average, good yardage.
Guy saw it. Error PI called, Dan.
Hey, Hargraves. Keep your hands to yourself, man.
3rd.
What I was saying is we saw that a lot last year. Saw the running backs averaging 5-6 yards a carry. And was still throwing the ball 42 times. I'd like to say that those were the games that we usually lost.
Schwartz
abandoned the run.
Touchdown, Buffalo. Schwartz on the sweep gets it done, and Buffalo doubles up their touchdowns.
Jason Towell gets in the running for the Schwartz TD.
Oh my goodness. Scooped by A.J. Epinesa. He's going into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A second scoop and score for this Bills defense. Second-year player Epinesa. Touchdown, Bills.
Look down for 30 seconds. My daughter walks in the room. Next thing you know, we're in the end zone. What happened? Scoop and score? Need to walk away more often, I guess, Zach. All right, guys, so it looks like we had 2 people guess the touchdown correctly, and Jason Towell said that he recently won a gift card, so he's going to share the love with the Mafia. Oh, the winner, Dave Hurdles. Congratulations, Dave. Get in contact with Trainwreck Sports. Collect your prize, the $25 gift card. That's at 2nd and 5. Bills up 21-9. Let's takes it forward for 39 yards. It's awesome, Jay. I love seeing that. Pay it forward. You're in here all the time anyway. I'm sure you'll win again. And you know what? That's the right thing to do. I got a question, Dave. Where are you going to get the gift card for? Let's see where you're going to get the gift card for that local restaurant. A classy move, exactly. Someone just put that in there. It's a classy move.
Very classy right there.
I don't know how they get the shirt again. Shirt drive also?
Don't believe it was a shirt drive, but what a easy transpiring here at MetLife Stadium. Bills get a 7-0 lead. Jets answer back with 3 field goals, and it's back-to-back touchdowns in the span of a minute for the Bills to take a 21-9 lead here late in the first half. Dan.
And the third quarter is right around the corner. Again, go ahead and share or retweet this stream, tagging a friend, tagging Code Sox, tagging your dog, tagging anybody you want. You got to be in it to win it, and you have to follow Code Sox. So let's make sure that we're sending this out. We're going to give away some Poncho Power Socks to whoever guesses it right.
Short gain for them on first down. Nothing to very much worry about.
Barrels, yeah, you can get it anywhere that you want in the area in which you live. And Grapevine, it's funny, I used to work at the Grapevine. That's hysterical.
Shout out Grapevine Banquets.
Man.
Arnold rolling right. He's running out of time. He's got to get rid of it. Finally does and throws it into the Bills bench.
Grapevine has the best French onion soup. Beans and Grapevine. They're owned by brothers. And Jim Payne.
You get it to the outside on Edmonds. Drake is able to pick up the first down. Arnold, I mean, despite not having too many flashy numbers, 16-21 is very solid.
Good day. They're just not putting the ball in the end zone. They've been inside the 20 3 times. They're coming away with field goals.
Josh Allen on the sideline there chilling.
Interested to see how Poyer's... I'm sorry.
Good.
Interested to see how Poyer is. I'm looking at his number there in the Bills 21. I'm interested to see how he comes back this year. With the contract, I'm happy for him. He deserves it. For it. Ooh, that could have been picked.
He jumped that route too much.
I'm just pointing the wrong way in this game. I feel like they're always pointing the wrong way. But I'm interested to see how he plays this year. Paid now. You gotta justify it, right? That's his mentality. That's just how he's a gamer. He's a baller. I'm not questioning that, but it'll be interesting to see what happens back there because Micah's got to get paid now, or I might let him go in 2 years.
I think they'll take care of Micah another way they'll get him for another 2 to 3 years or something. I mean, because I think they really just like that tandem back there.
That brings up a good question. Are the Bills going to start restructuring this year? Got to sign some of these guys now.
Next year is Hyde's last year, by the way.
Right. You can still restructure. Add 2 years to it. Add a year to it. Do it the money somehow. These guys are accountants, man. You know what I mean? They're looking at the dollars and cents. So it makes more sense to sign someone to a 1-year extension. Can pay them now the cap room that you have.
See, even in Hyde's deal, there was a potential out in 2020. Bills could have got out of the contract this year. Obviously, it doesn't make sense to do so. They got him the next 2 years at basically $5.5 and $6 million, so no reason to do so. But Brandon being just very studious as far as how he sets up these contracts, being very diligent.
That's what I'm saying is they could add that extra year and get him at $6 million that year and throw him money up front now. They can use the money that they have now available on the cap. And is Trent Murphy going to make the team? I want to see what people think out there. Is Trent Murphy going to make the team? Because we can save a lot of cap money there that you could pay some of these players.
Yeah, what is it, $9 million there?
Huh. So always, I think. Did you say?
So what about a guy like Tyler Croft? I mean, obviously you want a vet in that locker room, but I mean, if you got Lee Smith as your vet, I mean, Tyler Croft's had a 3-year, almost $19 million deal. He's averaging 6.2 per year.
Signing bonus. We were talking about the signing bonus. Remember, Zach? We were talking about Brady. Oh, what a play. It was a tight window. Diggs came out of it, though. It's a great drive. Great 2-minute drive. Good clock management.
Really good 2-minute drive to wrap up this half. Bills offense has not been spectacular this half, but they have a chance to up 28.5 with a touchdown here. And lasers it over the middle. That was almost picked. Very sketchy throw into a zone. 6 of 11 for 44 yards. Stinks, by the way.
Thinking about Jamal Adams being back there ball hawking, how about him saying that he wants to be traded?
Yeah, I feel like that comes up every 4 to 6 months with him until he gets his big money deal, but I don't really believe anything out of New York until I see it.
Oh, that should scare.
Got it right. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Osh Life Stadium, he says, just walks away.
What a half for these Buffalo Bills. 2 scooping scores by the D-line. 2 nice plays by the offense to get into the end zone and capitalize when it counts. And that'll wrap it up for the first half. Oh, Jets just ran it and then took a timeout. That's so ridiculous.
Me too.
The quadruple coverage, no, quintuple coverage. And that is the half, folks. Bills 28, Jets 9. Pulling the Jets without a touchdown feels great. Adam Gase looks helpless. There you see it, folks. Immediately following tonight's game, it is a Gratwick Gaming game night. It is our debut night. It is going to be a Room 1408 themed escape room. It's our first Gratwick game night. It'll be streamed tonight right after the game. Make sure you're joining the Gratwick Discord server for all the information on that fun and much more. Go fill up that drink. Go fill up that snack bowl and get ready for the second half, Dan, because we have a lot. I mean, the Bills have a 19-point lead, and we're looking to build on it.
Yeah, I'm ready to roll, man. Just grab myself another beer. Guys, join the Discord community at discord.me/Gratwick. All the information that you'll need for anything going forward. We have Super Bowl squares coming up year 3. We have a fantasy league coming up. We have a lot going on. We have ways that you can be involved if you're interested, get in contact with us. And if you want to win a pair of Poncho Power socks, make sure you share this stream and that you follow Code Socks or tag a friend, tag Code Socks, do whatever you got to do. Make sure that you're commenting in the comments starting right now who's going to score this Bills touchdown. That sock drive is going on right now. And along with your entry, please put where you follow Code Socks.
Love it. And we are underway in this second half. Gotta love a chance to win some code socks. I mean, it just makes me feel like a kid again.
Well, it makes me feel like 2 years ago when we started this from nothing.
No doubt. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. Bills 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line, looking to build on this 19-point lead. Ooh, that's not good.
So Croft structured, what I'm being told in the chat.
I just checked it out. Instead of a, he had a $3.8 million hit or something instead of 5.4.
You know they're looking forward. They've got to get some of these guys signed into an extra year or two. Milano's the biggest wild card in the next.
He's going to be the hardest to sign because you got to pay Tremaine, you got to pay Trey White, you got to pay Allen, and you got to pay, all other guys. Max on 2nd and 15 picks up a nice gain to the 24-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 7. Shout out to everyone, Bills Mafia, tuning in across YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook as Josh Allen runs into the pressure. Couldn't be the same stream without you. So shout out to you wherever you're tuning in, on your porch, in your living room, hanging out. Maybe you're at work, sneaking a little view of the NFQL. Shout out to you for tuning in.
I was starting to say earlier before the half, Zach, it's got to make Bills fans a little nervous that the guy, his agent, Adam's agent, so Trey White's agent, tax years are coming up, holdout thing. Now, I'm not saying every player's the same. Agents do have a way of saying, hey, I got my guy more money by doing this, Drew Rosenhaus. Know what I mean?
Oh, I think that's a certainty for sure. I mean, agents are going to use their techniques. Whatever happens with one agent's player, would not be surprised to see that happen with another agent's player.
But I just don't want to see that happen with White. I don't think it's going to, but I don't want to see it happen.
Oh, Darnold running out of time. He gets crushed. There's trouble, and it's a minor completion. Yeah, I don't want to see that happen with Trey White either. Hopefully, Bean is on top, but I'm sure he is.
We said Trey White, right, as the top 100 player. Who's the other one?
Stephon Diggs.
Diggs. Oh, yeah, Diggs. He hasn't done it in a Bills uniform, so I'm just... yes, he's a top 100. Who's the future of the top 100, though? Is Oliver... Let's ask people in the comments, too. Is Oliver a top future 100? Could he be?
Could be. I think he's at least a year away, though. He could be at this year, even if he had, the best year he could. Oh, my gosh. That was thrown into traffic. I thought that was picked.
Our secondary is underrated radar. I mean, they're starting to get more notoriety. This... Obviously, winning helps that to happen. Healthy helps that to happen. I'm expecting big things out of the secondary. Got a chip. That all those guys got a chip. Dogs. Oh, it's gonna be a great thing to see. Nelson, Nelson's going to help them so much, helping coverage, helping the system, helping experience. It's undervalued. We're going to roll the sock drive again, Chris. Go ahead and throw that up there. I want to give away some of these Poncho Power socks. So, guys, go ahead and just comment for the next touchdown. Comment who's going to score the next touchdown. All code socks if you can. I'm just going to throw it out there like that. Let's see if that wills Josh Allen get us a touchdown here. We can give away some Poncho Power socks, Zach.
I always like to remember crazy stuff. It doesn't have to be bad or good or the best. Hey, you're commenting. Comment the craziest moment you remember from last season. Austin Knox, Bills home opener, going nuts. Josh Allen QB sneak against Dallas.
Somebody just brought up Lamar Jackson in the chat. Let's talk about Lamar Jackson. I'm going to give you my sentiment on him. Flash in the pan. I don't think, and I'm not saying he's the guy I'm going to say, but all I think about is RG3. Now, yes, is he more athletic? Yes. Is he able to do this? Yes. Has he been doing it for a long time? Yes. I think that the Browns did horribly last year because of their situation. Pittsburgh was banged up from the jump. I don't think Baltimore's going to be good. Don't get me wrong. I don't see Lamar Jackson doing what he did last year. Footage is out there. The tape's out there. What a grab, by the way, right there by Beasley.
Hey, what happened? Beasley's in the game now?
Beasley? Okay, thanks, Chris.
Just heard from our Chuck. Beasley was activated as a game-time decision. The reason that's the first time you're seeing him is because he's basically limited to 12, 15 snaps today. Very limited. Oh my gosh, did Josh just throw that backwards?
I think so.
Hopefully it looks like he threw it backwards, but we're not going to get into details. Empty set shotgun on second down. They need the 23. Come on, Josh, you got to keep it in bounds for your guy.
Give him a chance to make a play, right? 3rd and 10, empty set. He's gone. And for T-Bass and the boys.
Oh, yeah. A chance for the Bills to break over the 30-point mark and close in on this game's over-under, as Bills minus 8 bettors are looking pretty good, looking pretty comfortable. A 47-yarder. It's up, and it is so good. Bass misses it, and that could be momentum for the Jets there.
Missed his last 3, and he had one block. He had an extra point blocked in the last game, so he missed 2 in the last game. Just one extra point, and now this field goal. So, better get that right before the playoffs. And have your kicking game. Mitchell said, "I agree. Teams should adjust to Lamar better. It's inevitable. I mean, the blueprint's out there, but I'm not saying that he's seen all that he can do."
To be fair, though, yeah, I mean, Lamar is going to develop in year 2 to 3. And in the same regard, there are a ton of haters out there who are saying after 2018, teams were going to adjust to Josh Allen running the ball, and he wasn't going to be able to do it as much. Wasn't able to do it as much, but he was still able to do it just as, if not more effectively, using it, when he really needed it. So we can assume that Lamar Jackson is going to regress. I think that's only natural compared to how he played last year. I wouldn't be surprised if he still puts up some numbers.
But you know what? Here's the crazy part, and people are going to laugh at this. I had a hard time understanding that Russell Wilson was good. It just, I think a lot of people in Buffalo might feel that way. I mean, he's a baller. Don't get me wrong. I like the guy. Everything about him. His wife's cool. I just have a hard time thinking that this guy's really that good.
And he's got nowhere to go. McClain brings him down. Sam Darnold dies hard in the backfield, and it will bring up a Jets punt.
I think he's seeing ghosts. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to go. Where's the ghost? Oh, there it is.
Speaking of ghosts, immediately following the stream, there is going to be a Gratwick Gaming game night. There's going to be an escape room themed after room 1408. Live, go on all Gratwick platforms. Check that out. And it'll be right after the stream, folks, so don't go anywhere. We got a nice blowout here. I mean, you might as well enjoy some nice Saturday night entertainment. There's nothing better.
What the best kind of socks are? Throw it up there, Chris. So it's a Memorial Day weekend. Let's remember Poncho. Let's give out some socks. We're going to start it fresh. Right now. In the tweet. Yes. Everybody from there on out, go ahead and guess the bill that will score the touchdown to get you a pair of Pancho Villa Code Socks. Give away one.
Lock it in.
You got DeMarco?
Yeah.
And I got Schnell.
This is the kind of game where if they were losing, I mean, the offense hasn't played well. Like, they only have 14 points, just to be fair. But they were losing. I mean, Bill should be going nuts. Edwards has 6 carries for 41 yards right now. He's averaging almost 7 yards a carry. Feed Edwards the ball. And Edwards' brother.
I can see him run it up.
Pocket collapsing. Allen launches a missile. All in
Caught
by Diggs. What a grab. See that throw, folks.
We're going to see that this year. We're going to see him going up and making plays and Josh putting balls in spots where he can only make the play. I hope this happens, man. I am jacked up for the start of this football season once it gets going. That's a heck of a catch, even in Madden.
That was an incredible play. In and
Perini. Seahawks baffle me. I agree, though. Have Russell Wilson, but they choose to make the run game the focus. Well, I don't know. They don't have a lot of talent though at the wide receiver spot. Would you say they have a ton of talent at wide receiver, Seattle?
I mean, now with Lockett and Metcalf, they kind of do. But I mean, before they had Curse and Baldwin's, they always had serviceable guys. They're kind of Bills-esque. They weren't huge dudes. Just made people miss. And now they got Metcalf, who's a big play receiver.
He's a beast, man. And we're inside the Code Sox red zone. Guys, make sure that you are commenting. I thought he fumbled. Make sure you're commenting who's going to score this touchdown. For a chance to win a pair of Poncho Power Code socks. Score, Zach. Can we give away a pair of socks?
Let's go. Let's find the end zone. Let's give these socks away. Bills currently have 28-90. I can't believe that wasn't a fumble.
Follow up, man.
You got to give away a pair of these Poncho Power Socks. Follow at codes_socks on Instagram and Twitter, at codesocks, one word, on Facebook, folks. For the middle, about 5 yards, 6 yards. We have 3rd and 12, 3rd and manageable. We need the 5-yard line to keep the hopes of Sox alive.
Guys, those of you wondering about Beasley, he was activated right before game time. He is very low on the depth chart.
Allen running up the middle. Does he have the room? Oh my gosh, he pulls the defender forward. Oh no! In the spot, folks. Where's the challenge?
Yeah, you got to challenge that. I'm going if I'm them. I don't care about anybody's feelings. I'm going. It's 4th and inches. You're up, what is it, 28-9? I'm going for that.
Gonna run T-Bass. Yeah, I mean, real life, that's a go for it situation all day, for sure. But run T-Bass, they'll make it a 22-point game. 18 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this one. The Bills lead 31-9.
Adam Hugel, thank you very much. It's more Zach than me, but thanks, man.
Oh, shush. I take none of the credit, just all the awards. Well, Vernon, I know that DeMarco's not on the team anymore. He was in the 2020 version, but that's why I just keep saying it. Code says Dawkins as a joke. Obviously, we can't enter the giveaways.
Oh, I want in, man. I'm making a burner account. I'm going to be commenting, winning our own stuff.
You're Buffalo Storm Chaser. I haven't seen him in a minute.
No.
Ball as well. Hope all is well with everybody watch this. And happy
Supa.
and healthy.
Haven't seen Super Mexican either.
Oh, Super, we saw him yesterday, though.
Yeah, he was in yesterday.
For him like a week plus. Second and 4, under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Stuff does rock. Dave Bartle said that, and I'll tell you what, tell your friends you're going to win stuff. We're going to keep this going, this sock drive going, until I give away a pair of socks on this game. I want to see another touchdown. More importantly, you to be happy and rep out show power when you go to the stadiums in October.
We'll bring a
Hopefully in
4th and
September.
1. in a scenario where they'd probably go for it in real life, but might end up kicking it in this Madden sim. Dan was right. Giveaways, we've obviously got the code socks. We got the Gratwick Gaming Bills Mafia AR shirt. We got the gift cards, but we got some local restaurants reaching out to us. We're going to convert. We're going to get those gift cards directly to you. We're going to get it all back, people in Bills Mafia, as the Jets line up to punt.
Gotta go for that.
Yeah, they're clueless. Adam Gase is the guy on the sideline right now.
See if they're tanking. I'm gonna check the
Jets punter is a hoss, though. I don't know if you see him in his pads. He's a beast.
71, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. Not what Bills Mafia was looking for today, but they're winning 31-9. I mean, the defense is coming up big. We're in Drew formation. Everyone's happy. Guys, if you haven't commented, get your comment in and score the touchdown.
Edwards picks up a big first down. That'll be the end of the third quarter, folks. Get the fours up in the chat for this Bills team. Hey, at the end of this quarter, it's not over, folks. We have our first Gratwick Gaming game night. It's going to be a virtual escape room on room 1408. It will be streamed tonight directly after the Bills-Jets broadcast. 15 minutes still to go in this one, though. Some stats to be padded, still some vendettas to be taken care of as Edwards continues to grind on the ground, but very successful there, Dan.
Also some socks to give away. So if you're watching, and I see there's about 80 people watching right now, get on there, put who's going to score this touchdown, about some poncho power. We're giving away one pair. If there's multiple entries, we'll have a race. I don't know how it goes.
Big hole for Edwards over the left side. Is he closing in on 100 yards now? He rushes for 61. I must be going delirious. I must have missed one. It's been somebody else. 2nd and 1. Under 14 minutes to go inside the 40-yard line. Another big gain for this Bills running game, Dan.
Yeah, they're close to the Code Sox red zone. Sox are the best Sox. We're in Josh Life Stadium. The Bills are running up the score. Memorial Day. See a touchdown.
Fans want to see fireworks. Let's get them in that end zone. And there are also a lot of overbettors looking for that action.
38, we're knocking on the door.
Knocking on the door. Probably going to need 2 scores the way these teams are playing. Bills are just outside of the Code Sox red zone as they continue to plunge the ball up the middle and try and dictate the pace against this Jets team.
Oh, the pace I want to see is in the end zone.
2nd and 9. Bills need the 18 from Versailles. Josh is going to run it. 25, he slides very astutely at the 23-yard line. 3rd and 5 coming up for Bills. They need just inside the 18-yard line. Go back. Surprised to see them run it there.
Oh, I'm looking at the standings right now. The Jets are 28th. One game away from the first pick. So punting there at midfield.
Business decision.
Gotta make those. You gotta make business decisions.
Here is the league. We got Dylan McCaffrey leading the QBs and stats. The power rankings, the Bills, Bucks, Cowboys, Giants, Browns at the top. Oh, you hate to see the New England Patriots all the way at the bottom of those AFC East standings. Big nubbit.
I love it. 2 of them, bottom feeders, the Jets and the Patriots.
Yep. Bill going up and good from T-Bass, obviously. We can basically assume that can basically just pencil in at this point. 34-9, and we still got people looking for that under. Or sorry, looking for that over.
Looking for the over, looking for a touchdown, looking for some poncho socks, looking forward to their long weekend. Everyone stay safe, stay 6 feet from people, stay safe. Barini said the virtual Bills 8-point favorites. Guessing they'll cover. What's the active? What's the It's the real-time line, Zach.
It would be Bills minus 21.5 or so.
And they need another score to cover.
It would be Bills minus 21.5, or the Bills minus 25.5 with a lot of juice.
So the juice has to be worth the squeeze, right?
But yeah, well, the juice is how you manage that number. You're not always going to get a perfectly even number. Always top it off with some juice.
What's that from? Was that from The Girl Next Door? The juice was worth the squeeze?
Oh yeah, you got to have the juice worth the squeeze. Shout out Alicia Cuthbert.
Great movie.
Flick. They don't make it like that anymore.
We watched Good Boys the other day. That was pretty funny.
I saw a couple minutes of it the other day. The one carrot guy is obviously, he's like the funniest one in the group.
The little kid? Yeah.
Gotta watch the rest of it though. It was obviously hysterical.
That's funny.
Second and 11, AJ Epinesa getting dapped up as he makes the play.
Man, a beast.
Got a blowout, and I know Jets fans are hitting the, probably heading towards their car in the parking lot. They're scared of traffic, but what you should be scared of is the escape room coming up on Gratwick game night. It's an escape room themed on room 1408. It's right on the Gratwick live broadcast. Stay right here to check it out. It should be amazing entertainment for your Saturday night. Another pickle for a loss by these Bills. It'll bring up 3rd and 13, Dan.
This defense has been on point. They said, all right, we're down our running backs. Gotcha. We're good. We're going to make plays. We're going to score touchdowns. But they've been on point. I know I've said it a couple times about he had all day back there.
He finally gets to him on the 3-man rush.
I was about to give a plug that we're trying to look for someone to help us out with with social media, and I realized he was just chilling out there. Hanging out, but we do, guys. If you're interested,
he's taking a nap.
It's like a 10 seconds worth of pocket right there. It's called coverage sack.
Reminiscent of Josh Allen against the Cowboys when he just went dead feet. He was just standing in the pocket. Arnold going deep on 4th and 14. It's going to be picked off.
Jackson. Guys, good news. Interception for our defense. Awesome. Socks? Great. Starting right now, we're going to do a fresh round. Starting right now, I'm going to put go in the chat. Go ahead and pick who's going to score the touchdown. The Poncho Power socks. Zach, we will this. Can this happen? What? Give away socks.
There's no better place to start than the Drew formation for an 83-yard touchdown drive. Let's go.
What we got to do? Score another touchdown.
Mosley getting the crowd pumped up. Only a 25-point game. Only a 4-possession game. Mosley getting that crowd pumped up.
He was a guy I was hoping that the Bills would have spent money on when he became a free agent.
Yeah, a lot of people mentioned him.
He was high on my list, personal list, which means absolutely nothing to the Buffalo Bills. He was high on my list.
Very high on Dan's list. As the Bean didn't listen to you.
Oh, the Bean phone's not working. I don't have the direct connect with him yet.
You couldn't flick the Bean to get that insider info to him? 3rd and 11 coming up. We need the 27-yard line. Oh, Allen, what is that, a knuckleball?
As I'm trying, man. I'm trying to hook someone up. And you still want to rep your code about Pancho Billa. Stay tuned and make sure you're following us. I'm plugging myself. It's shameless. I'm doing this every day, so I'm going to do it. Code Socks. Codes_socks on Instagram and Twitter. At Code Socks on Facebook. We have some big things in the pipeline. You're going to want to stay tuned. There's going to be some shirts. There's going to be some socks. There's going to be some socks. And there's going to be some more socks. Stay tuned. Follow us. Give us a shout. If you want to wrap your codes, go to codesocks.com.
Consistency is very key. Socks, socks, socks. 6:34 to go. Bills with 34 points. That's trying to, salvage their manhood, their pride. A couple of drives here.
Yeah. Their pride. Did I ever tell you the story about walking out of the Cowboys game?
Oh.
On Thanksgiving? We're walking out. Oh, Bills fans are going nuts. You hear everybody singing the shout song everywhere. Let's go Buffalo chants. Outside. Guy get tased. That was pretty interesting. Glad it wasn't a Bills fan. It was actually a Cowboys fan. Yep. He punched a security guard, ran away from him. I heard the cop go, move, and ran right between cousin and I. And right up, and I saw the little dot on his back. Dude went down like a sack of potatoes. It was cool. But here's the other part. As we're walking out, everyone keeps alluding to what? Super Bowls. Oh, we beat you guys in the Super Bowls. I'm like, well, we just won your football game. We ate your turkey. Now we're going to go and drink all your beer. And I'm pretty sure that someone else, not me, is going to be hitting on your women. But we had a great time here in Dallas. This guy looks at me and he goes, yeah. He goes, we got the Rangers. What do you got? I said, a Yankees fan. So if you want to talk, you can come have a drink. And this guy just walked right away from me. They were just still alluding to the Super Bowls. We just beat you on Thanksgiving. I saw a guy get tased. It was pretty comical.
Yeah, I mean, that'll do it.
A tasing thing, man. I wish I would have had my phone out.
Don't forget the role that the Texas Rangers played in Netflix's The Confession Killer. That's a little plug right there. Texas Rangers are a corrupt organization.
What's it called?
The Confession Killer. It's a good one on Netflix. Oh my God! Got obliterated. The ball's on the ground. My goodness! You gotta see a replay of this. That ball exploded like it was launched out of a rocket.
Ow.
See this. Oh, and who else? Bubba B. Bubba B making the big play.
And Bubba B. Big baller Bubba.
Big baller Bubba. Got 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Jets just trying to salvage their pride. First down for the Jets. They're inside the 35. Tick, 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 tick. Is Fireman Ed still in the stadium? Or did this game already put him to retirement is the real question.
Oh, he left after the first half, man.
Okay, Fireman Ed was out of here.
No.
You can see kind of a pick six here, some kind of a quick one. Darnold looking to make a quick completion. I don't know if it's going to be Trey, but I got a feeling.
I'd love to see an interception here. Give the people a chance.
Where was that coverage? Sheesh.
They're done, man. Game's over. This is when you just kind of,
Dead fish in it right now.
I mean, I would hope they wouldn't, but would you understand? What happens when it's 4:30? Everybody's work. What are you doing? Leaving a half hour.
Yeah, these guys are thinking about where they're going on the Upper West Side for dinner tonight. They're not worried about this game. They haven't been worried about this game for about 2 hours.
They're not going out for dinner. They're getting on the plane and heading home.
The Jets are busy worrying about their dinner reservations. Field goal is up, and Congratulations, the Jets break double digits. Very proud of you.
243, Zach. 243 left. Can we give away some socks?
243, I'm scared, Dan.
I mean, see what can happen. It's for socks, guys. Get them in there.
Covered. Okay, so that's a good start. What I'm really scared of is this Gatwick-themed escape room. Escape room 1408 immediately following the Bills-Jets stream. And we need one score here for the over, Dan. Any kind. Field goal or touchdown will do it.
Everybody's up right now. People are pacing in Vegas, I'll tell you that much. I'm calling Jake Fromm fake field goal. Let's go.
Ooh,
Oh, they're
trying to
gonna
move
run.
the outside. Can't get there.
If you want a pair of socks, you're hoping they stop them here because we need to get a first down. You're going to see a running play here. Stop them so we can throw the ball or to take it to the house. Those are the only options we got now, Zach.
All 3 timeouts for the Bills, though, so they can technically withstand one more first down. I'm sorry, the Jets. The Jets with 3 timeouts.
Have all 3, okay.
If they get a first down here, yeah, it would run it down a little bit, but they could still. It's going to get tough this down here. This is going to really make it push to shove. But they're not using a timeout yet, so we'll see. The overbackers need really a no-loss here. They need a no-loss play. They can take a couple yards, but they don't need a first down. That was no good for them. But the Jets do have a timeout. Are they going to take it?
I think this game's over. I think they're just licking their wounds now. They're like, let's let it go.
Jets may not be getting ready to go see Hamilton. They may not be getting ready to go get their dinner reservations ready. They are getting ready for the Gatwick Gaming Stephen King themed escape room 1408. It will be streamed tonight right after the game. Looking forward to seeing all you guys there. We're running it, Codes. We're running it.
Fumble.
Morse was looking to take that to the house.
These aren't going to help us out, guys. You can't say I didn't try. You can't say I
Can't
didn't
believe
try.
the over-under is going to come up 2 points short after being 28-9 at half. 28-9 at half, Dan. 37 at half. How did this over-under come up short? How?
Bad Beats. It'll be on Bad Beats on ESPN. That'll with Scott Van Pelt.
Review.
The previous play is under review.
It was down.
Down, his knee was down. Gonna be a knee anyway. They're gonna this game's over. To say that. You know what's not over? The fun. The fun doesn't stop. Guys, don't forget, immediately following this game, escape room 1408 live on the Gatwick platforms. So wanna hop in there, get on in there. It's gonna be a good time.
And the Bills get their revenge on these New Jersey Jets, 34-12. 2 scooping scores for that Bills defense, 2 offensive touchdowns, and a couple of Tyler Bass field goals to get the victory on the road here at Josh Life Stadium. A huge shout out to everyone, Trainwreck Sports, Gatwick Gaming, Code Sox. Shout out to Dan Gambino. Dan, any shout outs before we get ready for this escape room?
I'm going to give a shout out to the defense tonight. No, I'm going to give a shout out to all our viewers and all of our veterans and all of our active military. I know it's a long weekend and you're going to hear me say this a couple times, but all sincereness, thank you for what you do, and our frontline workers and our grocery store. The list could go on and on. Guys, stay safe and eat good. All I got.
Sam, thanks for leaving me like nobody to shout out. I'll shout out Drew Gear. You know, him and the missus expecting a little one coming in, so looking forward to that. And we talked to some people, Greg Thompson potentially coming back next week. And a huge shout out to Bills Mafia for tuning in with these. Folks, don't go anywhere. Fill up that beer, fill up that drink, fill up that snack bowl, because we are coming right back with a Gatwick Gaming Stephen King theme escape room, room 1408. Don't go anywhere, and that's actually the goal, is to get out. So we will see you there. Looking forward to seeing everyone there, because you know when it's Code Sox, when it's Gatwick Gaming, and it's Trainwreck Sports. The fun giveaways, the action. Hopefully, these escapes and this train ever